हरे
Ram
हरे
Ram,
राम
Hare
हरे राम
Krishna,
राम राम
Krishna Ram Ram.
हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today it is the Wednesday. It is 19th of February. It is Govinda Masa, Falguna Masa, Krishna Paksham, and Saptami Tithi. There are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sukadeva Goswami is describing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His creation, and then saying that this entire creation is subjected to the create, maintain, and destroy in due course of time. That principle applies for everything in this material universe. So likewise, he was mentioning अयं तु ब्रह्मणः कल्पः सविकल्प उदाहृतः विधिः साधारणो यत्र सर्गाः प्राकृतवैकृताः. So likewise mentioning that he also spoke about what are the different kalpa names, so that happens within 1 month of Brahma. So likewise in 1 day of Brahma there are 1,000 yuga cycles, that is one kalpa. So after saying that one, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that he is going to speak on the time factor, and then after the time factor, what are the different features of the time and what is the how it is measured. Likewise, he is going to describe about the time factor, and then after saying that, he said that he is going to speak on the Padma Kalpa, about the Brahma's Kalpa. It's one of the name of the Brahma Kalpa is the Padma Kalpa. So he is going to speak on that one. And then when Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit like that, and this narration is going between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit. That is the inner level. But outer level, it is the Suta Goswami speaking to Saunakati sages. So when Suta Goswami is narrating the conversations between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit, so there, Saunaka sage, he was asking Suta Goswami, Suta Goswami, you are speaking the conversations, whatever Sukadeva Goswami spoke to Parikshit, and all about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, His creation, and different kalpas, those things. But we would like to know what has happened to Vidura in between. What has happened? So previously you said that Vidura has left the home and then he was going on the pilgrimage. Now, can you please speak about the Vidura? So Saunaka said he was trying to understand, know more details about the Vidura. So kind of a diversion from the topic. So likewise, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Saunaka sage is asking Suta Goswami. Okay, so we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 10, verse number 47 and 48. परिमाणं च कालस्य कल्पलक्षणविग्रहं यथा पुरस्ताद्व्याख्यास्ये पाद्मं कल्पम् अतो शृणु. परिणामं च कालस्य. Parimanam is the measurement of the kalasya, of the time factor. Parimanam cha kalasya kalpalakshana vigraham. Kalpalakshana vigraham. So kalpa is a day of Brahma. Lakshana is the symptoms, Vigraham in the form. So he is going to speak from that perspective. Kalpa Lakshana Vigraham. In a day of Brahma, how many yugas are there, and in each yuga, how many years are there? Within a year, how many months are there? Within a month, how many days? Within a day, how many hours? Within an hour, how many minutes? How many seconds? And how many truti? Likewise, there are so many other minute than the seconds, something like that. Um, this Sukadev Goswami is going to speak to Parikshit Maharaj. And so that one, he will speak after Yata Purastad Vyakyasye. As much as hereafter Vyakyasye shall be explained. All he is going to explain about the time factor. Uh, After that, what he is going to speak before that, before the time factor? Padmam Kalpam Atoshrunu. So first he wanted to speak on the Padma Kalpa. That is the Padma Kalpam. Padmam Kalpam Atoshrunu. So Sukadeva Goswami wanted to speak on the Padma Kalpa, how the lotus flower has emanated from the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and Brahma has appeared from it. Likewise, he wanted to start with that narration. First is after saying that, then he will come and speak on the time factor. Likewise, there Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj. परिमाणं च कालस्य कल्पलक्षणविग्रहं यथा पुरस्ताद्भ्याख्यास्ये पाद्मं कल्पम् अतो शृणु. So translation for this verse. O king, I shall in due course explain the measurement of time in its gross and subtle features with the specific symptoms of each. But for the present, let me explain unto you the Padma Kalpa. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Usha Mataji to read the purport, please?
Yes, Hare Krishna. The present duration of a kalpa of Brahma is called the Vrata kalpa or Sweta Vrata kalpa, because the incarnation of the Lord as Varaha took place during the creation of Brahma, who was born of the lotus coming out of the abdomen of Vishnu. Therefore, this Varaha Kalpa is also called Padma Kalpa, and this is testified by Acharyas like Jiva Goswami as well as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in pursuance of the first commentator Swami Sridhara. So there is no contradiction between the Varaha and Padma Kalpa of Brahma. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So this one is all about the kalpa. So which is called, so Brahma's time, it is the Dviparajya. And that means he in the two offs, one is that is measured as a Dviparardha. One Parardha he has already lived. So at the moment, Brahma is living in the second Parardha. That one Brahma mentions in his prayers to Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Viparadhyadishnyam. So he was mentioning that I have performed penances for a very long time, though I have got that much of Viparadha time. So here, the first Paradha is called within the, whenever it is described, one is the Shweta Varaha Kalpa, where incarnation of Lord Varaha took place during the creation of Brahma. So Varaha Deva appeared two times. One is Shwet Varaha. Shwet Varaha is in the beginning of the creation. So during the Swayambhu Manu's time, he has lifted the earth from the Rasatala. So that is one Varaha incarnation. And in another Varaha incarnation, so he has lifted that one, but he was a different color as well. He was a different color. During that time, he has killed the Hiranyaksha. That is in the second part. So we know that Hiranyaksha is the son of Kashyapa Prajapati. And but during the Swayambhumana time, that is very earlier. So Hiranyaksha was not yet born during the Swayambhumanu's time. So that is how we understand. So here uh, there are two Varahas. So that when if we just keep that part aside, and here in the Lord Varaha took place during the creation of Brahma, who was born on the lotus coming out of the abdomen of Vishnu. This is the Garb from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Therefore, this Varaha Kalpa is also called Padma Kalpa because the lotus flowers sprouted from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Varaha Kalpa is also called Padma Kalpa. And this is testified by acharyas like the Jiva Goswami as well as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura in portions of the first commentator, Swami Sridhara. So there is no contradiction between Varaha and the Padma Kalpa of Brahma. So, and what it means to us, it doesn't matter if it is Padma Kalpa or Varaha Kalpa, our time is always ticking. So, time is taking of everyone's life by sunrise and sunset. What we simply understand is how much time is left in my life, what I should be doing. That is very important. But here, of course, our acharyas are giving further information for our understanding. Okay, that is from this shloka. So this is Parimanam Chakalasya Kalpa Lakshana Vigraham Yata Purastad Bhyakyasya Padbham Kalpam Ato Shrunu. And then so when he says that, Sukadeva Goswami says to Parikshit like that, so that conversation is going on in the inner level. In the outer level, the Suta Goswami and Saunaka sages. The Saunaka immediately he is asking Suta Goswami, यदाहनो भवान् सूता क्षत्ता भागवतोत्तमः चचारतीर्थानि भुवश्चक्त्वा बन्धून् सुदुश्चजान् त्यक्त्वा बन्धून् सुदुश्चजान्. So यदाहनो भवान् सूता. So O Suta Goswami, Saunaka sage is saying to Suta Goswami, यदाहनो भवान् सूता. So previously you have spoke to us, Bhavan Suta, O Suta Goswami, Kshatta Bhagavatottamaha, about the Vidura, who is our Kshatta. Vidura name is also called Kshatta. And Bhagavatottamaha, one of the topmost devotees of the Lord. He is Bhagavatottama. Chacharati Bhuvaha, and he was wandering on the different tirthas. Chachar tirthani bhuvaha, on the top of on the earth, different pilgrimages like the Haridwar, Prayag, Ujjain, and Nasik and Badrikashrama. Likewise, he was wandering so many tirthas. Chachar tirthani bhuvaha. Chaktva bandhun sudhistyajan. After leaving Chaktva bandhun, leaving all his family and friends and relatives, Chaktva bandhun, all the relatives, Sudhustyajan, it is very difficult to give up such kind of relationships. The wife and children, and then relatives, brothers, family members, it is very difficult. So, but Vidura, he has left everyone and then he was wandering on the pilgrimage on the earth. So likewise, Saunaka sage is he is very anxious to know what has happened to Vidura. So he is asking um, Suta Goswami, यदाहनो भवान् सूत क्षत्ता भागवतोत्तमः चचारतीर्थानि भुवः त्यक्त्वा बन्धून् सुदुश्चजान्. So translation for this verse. Saunaka Rishi, after hearing all about the creation, inquired from Suta Goswami about Vidura. For Suta Goswami had previously informed him how Vidura left home, leaving aside all his relatives who were very difficult to leave. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The rishis headed by Saunaka were more anxious to know about Vidura, who met Maitreya Rishi while traveling to pilgrimage sites of the world. This is tiny purport, one line of purport only. So here again Prabhupada is mentioning when Vidura was wandering on the pilgrimage, he has met Uddhava, and after meeting Uddhava, and Uddhava spoke about the Krishna's pastimes and remembering when Vidura was asking, can you please speak all those pastimes, the confidential pastimes of the Lord. This is called again Atma Jnana, the knowledge of self-realization, those things. Then Uddhava says to Vidura, "O Vidura, so I'm just going to Bhadrikashrama where Naranarayana Rishi are meditating uh, on the instruction of Krishna. So now you can." So Maitreya Rishi, who was also with me when me and um, Krishna was speaking together. So when Krishna was giving instructions to me, at that time Maitreya Rishi was also present. So I request you just to go and meet Maitreya Rishi. He has also received all the knowledge from Krishna. He will give all the knowledge unto you. And then after meeting Uddhava, and then he left on that night. Uddhava left to Badrikashrama, and then Vidura later on after 1 or 2 days. So he went and then he met Maitreya Rishi later on. So, and then that past times, what has happened, what they have discussed, those things that Saunaka Sage is very interested to know about it. So this is Saunaka Sage is saying. यदाहनो भवान् सुवता क्षत्ता भागवतोत्तमः चचारतीर्थानि बहुः त्यक्त्वा बन्धून् सुदुश्चजान्. Okay, so that is inquiry from Saunaka Sage. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. There is not much philosophy. It is straightforward statements. Okay, so now we are coming to the end of the second canto, and we are going to recite on Saturday for the 10th chapter of second canto. And then from Sunday onwards, we are going to enter into the third canto. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter for today. So letter to Nirmal Babu, July 9th, 1970, Los Angeles. Okay, so it seems it's a long letter. Okay, I shall read this letter. Okay, so letter to Nirmal Babu. So he is the member of Parliament, New Delhi. Dear Nirmal Babu, please accept my greetings and blessings of Lord Krishna. I am very much glad to know that you have recovered from an attack of cerebral thrombosis, but the grace of Lord Krishna. I shall always pray for your good health and prolonged life because at the present moment you are the only hope to us in the matter of spreading India's original culture, Krishna consciousness. When you meet the Prime Minister and the other members of government, kindly try to impress upon them that Krishna consciousness movement is not a type of religion. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that everyone is constitutionally servant of Krishna or God. In the Bhagavad Gita, the same thing is confirmed that the living entities are part and parcels of God. This philosophy is very nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Unfortunately, Bhagavad Gita was not properly presented as it is. Therefore, I have published my edition of Bhagavad Gita in English, Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is published by Messrs. Macmillan and Company, and people are very much appreciating this presentation. So much so that every year since 1968, they are printing consecutively. It was first published in 1968. The second printing was in 1969. And yesterday I saw that they have printed for the third time in 1970. So I'm very glad to repeat that our Krishna consciousness movement has met with considerable success here in America and Europe. We have got up till now 33 temples in America, Europe, Japan, and Australia. In America, specifically, we are increasing one center practically every month. Very recently, we have opened our center in Chicago. I am sending per separate air mail parcel one copy of your magazine back to Godhead. Perhaps you remember that this was being published from Delhi. when I was there, and sometimes you are very kind to give some contribution to this paper. I hope you will be very much pleased to see the present status of the paper. We are publishing this paper in English, 120,000 copies per month, and lesser quantities in German, French, and Japanese. We have got branches not only in London, but also in Paris and Tokyo and everywhere. This Krishna consciousness movement has spread by the simple process of chanting the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And speaking some philosophical topics from the Bhagavad Gita as it is getting very good response. Perhaps you might have seen in the Kalyan of Gorakhpur an article about us, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, in the April 1970 issue. They have very nicely presented news about our activities. As a result, we are getting many inquiries from India. The former ambassador of USA, Shri B.K. Nehru, who may be at present moment governor in Assam, knows me very well and about my movement, and Shri Appa B. Pant, the High Commissioner of India in England, knows me very well and about my movement also. Within the magazine, I am sending you one photograph of my meeting with Shri Appa Pant. So this Krishna consciousness cultural movement is not actually Hindu movement, but originally it is India cultural movement. So Krishna does not claim himself either as Hindu or anyone else, but he claims to be the father of all living entities. The people of the world now require this cultural movement for actual peace and prosperity. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Krishna consciousness is not a foreign thing which is imposed by force, but is dormant within everyone's heart. Simply, it has to be awakened by the authorized process. The authorized process is chanting of the holy name as it is recommended in all the Vedic literatures, and it is being effective amongst the people whose background is neither Hinduism nor Indianism, because it is natural propensity of all living entities. It is being accepted by all classes of men without any distinction of caste, creed, or color. Such a great cultural movement originated from India, and Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the Indian nation, was always carrying with him the Bhagavad Gita. Then why the Indian government will not give its full support for this great movement? The Gandhi Memorial Fund has got immense amount of money. The cultural department of the education ministry of the Indian government is spending so much money, and why not for the real Indian cultural movement, Krishna consciousness? So, kindly try to convince the Prime Minister and take up this matter very seriously, because by the spread of this cultural movement, India's prestige will be glorified. Bhagavad Gita, although accepted as Hindu gospel, is not limited with the Hindu community. All over the world, this book is studied. There are hundreds of foreign editions of this book, and actually, I am seeing how they are anxious to receive this culture. If you want more information, I shall be very glad to supply you. And you please try to help this movement for the remaining days of your life. Both of us are now old enough. I shall complete by I shall complete my 74th year by the next month, and you are of the same age. So let us do something combinedly for the remaining days of our life, so that our Mother India may be glorified all over the world. I wish to go to India early next year with some of my students, 25 to 40, to demonstrate their spiritual advancement and behavior to our men in India. I will be glad to know if you will cooperate on this attempt. On hearing from you, I shall be glad to supply you more information about this. Hope this will meet you in good health, and thanking you in anticipation. Yours sincerely, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It is a long letter, so Prabhupada is again stressing and uh, stressing the point that Nirmal Babu has got good opportunity to speak and spread Krishna consciousness movement. in the parliament, in the Indian parliament, and also to speak with the prime minister. And then Prabhupada is giving some comments from the foreigner, that is America and Europe, how it is being spread. Every month, practically, one center is being opened, and there are so many Bhagavad Gitas are there, but they are not effective on the heart of the people. So Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, as it is appreciated by Macmillan and many other companies, and likewise, and also it has got a good effect. It is practical approach of the self-realization, science of self-realization. And this one, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stressing this point that continuously, the constitutionally, that all the living entities are the servants of Krishna. Mama yamsha jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha. Manasastar indriyani prakrtistarni karshati. So they are struggling here. But as soon as we understand the relationship between Krishna and ourselves, immediately that is the real constitutional as a servant of Krishna. Then everything will be happy. So that point, and then further, Prabhupada is also mentioning about there is a Back to Godhead magazine. So this is started actually in India. So at that time, Nirmal Baba was helping Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was trying to um, remind Nirmal Babu about the whole issuance of the Back to Godhead. Now, the same Back to Godhead magazine, it is everyday printing 120,000 copies. So explaining how it has emanated and in a printing in a huge quantity and distributing all over the world, like America, Europe, German, French, and in many languages. So that is one thing, and it is everything is easily possible just by chanting Hare Krishna. Simple process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the name has got that kind of potency, but people they do not know. So they do not spend time to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is very important point. So just simply uh, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, and everything will be manifested. And also there was an issue in the sense the information that was published in the Kalyana of Gorakhpur about the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. That is one thing. And also Prabhupada is reminding about one of the ambassador of USA, Shri B.K. Nehru. So that one. Knowing that the Prabhupada's relationships with other very important people who are in the government are representing the government in different countries. So, but everything is only meant to spread Krishna consciousness movement, the cultural movement. It is not Hindu or it is not Indian, but Krishna, he claims that he is the father of all the living entities. And the love towards the Father, it is already there in the heart of all the living. It is simply dormant at the moment. One has to simply awaken it by the authorized process. This is the Krishna consciousness movement, chanting of the holy name as it is recommended in the Vedic literatures. Ketana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Braje. So everyone are going and taking bath in the Mahakumbh, but for what purpose? This is the Mukta Sangha Param Braje. So simply by Ketana Deva Krishnasya. That is the main thing. And then it is being effective amongst the people whose background is neither Hindu nor Indianism. So again, stressing that this Krishna consciousness movement, it is not only limited to um, India or Hindu. It is accepted by many people all throughout the world and giving the without distinction of caste, creed, or color. So that needs to be spread throughout the world. And Mahatma, and also inspiring just in the high level view, Mahatma Gandhi used to have Bhagavad Gita in his hand. Then why not everyone follow the same thing? And why not the fund, Gandhi Memorial Fund? There is so much of money in there. Why can't we use that money to spread the same Bhagavad Gita to everyone else? Likewise, Prabhupada is speaking um, the right points. So this is what to impress Nirmala Babu so that he will get an opportunity to speak in the parliament or to whenever he get an opportunity to speak to the prime minister. Okay, so and also Prabhupada is reminding that they are old enough, they are in the ages of 74 years, so they must spend all of their time to the spreading Krishna consciousness movement to help this Vedic process, cultural. Okay, that is again mentioning that point. Then further, Prabhupada is also mentioning that the students of Srila Prabhupada, disciples of Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to take those devotees into India so that people will see and inspire automatically. So that is what it is happening. For example, Mahakumbh, many sannyasis come. So everyone will go and take an opportunity to take a dip in the Ganga water. So one person may go, but many people will be inspired by that person. That is how it is spreading and more and more. But similarly, when the devotee Prabhupada, disciples of Prabhupada who are advancing in Krishna consciousness movement, if they exhibit those behaviors, that devotion what they have got, then people of the India, they will be inspired more and more. It is because it is naturally, they have got the tendency, that love towards Krishna and Rama and in the Vedic culture. So it will be awakened. So Prabhupada is mentioning those points. Okay, so these are a few takeaway points. And dear devotees, if you have got any points you wanted to add, kindly add to this letter. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for that realization. It's really a nice long letter. And it's very meaningful how it all started and how where we are at the moment. And mostly it is talking about spiritual advancement and how we gradually processed and where it's very fruitful. But Prabhupada somehow is encouraging Babu to in a way spread the word so that India would get the credit, I think, in some way. And that goes against the thing about how it belongs to everybody. It's not only for it's propagated in India, yes, but it's for everyone despite their color, well, despite their social position, their social disposition. That is one good thing, and it's for every living creatures, and it's authorized by it's an authorized process. It's not coming from one person ID or his ID, but he's also saying please do the best you can so that we India can be seen as, where is that? It says something about yes, near the end, I think. The Mother India may be glorified all over the world.
Yes.
I think, yeah, that is, in a way, let's give credit to India. Prabhupada did not want to seek for credit or fame, or I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. So here, India means it is Bharatavarsha. Of course, India is a kind of independent nation declared in August, something like that, the meaning of India, but that is not the name of the country. It is Bharatavarsha. India is not a meaning. So Bharatavarsha is Bharat. It is the main name. Wherever we see only the Bharat. But this is kind of independent. IN means Indian nation declared in August, some kind of people say, but it is not the name of Bharat. Okay, so here Bharat means this entire world, all the continents, including America, Europe, all the continents. That is what Bharat. But people they are using their own perceptions. But yeah, entire world is Bharat. But anyway, so here at least some kind of Nirmal Babu to impress him. So just as everyone has got some kind of love and affection for their Bhaumi Jhidihi. Their land is like a worshipable land. Likewise, Prabhupada is trying to impress him so that he will get an opportunity to speak to the Prime Minister, to convince Prime Minister to take up this matter very seriously. That is the main motto.
What happened to Gandhi's fund then? It went to the government?
Gandhi's fund, I do not know, Mataji. So it is Gandhi's memorial, Mahatma Gandhi's memorial fund has got immense amount of money.
Yeah,
Um,
that could have gone to propagate the movement. But I believe there was some conflict between his belief and Krishna conscious. Is that right?
yes, but yeah, he has got Bhagavad Gita book, but he never preached Bhagavad Gita as it is.
That's right, yeah.
And he was mentioning the people who kill the cow and people who protect the cow, they're on the same level. That is not right. Of course, that will be on the transcendental platform. It may be spiritual platform, it may be good, but not in the materialistic way. All are the children of Krishna, but in the materialistic platform, a cow protector is different, cow killer is different.
Mm.
Okay, so thank you, Mataji. Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Okay, and from the announcements point of view, okay, so today Wednesday evening, so we have got Kirtan evening at 8:30 p.m. Okay, that is our upcoming event today. Okay, and dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, so if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
Pavanivyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnavejo
नमो
Namo
नमः
Namaha.
नमो नमः
Anunt
अनंत
Koti
कोटि
अनन्तकोटि
वैष्णव
Vaishnavinda
वृंद की
Ki
वैष्णवेभ्यो
जय श्री
Jai.
प्रभुपाद की
Ki
जय
Jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Krishna conscious day everyone, and thank you Meena Mataji for kindly joining. So now we have returned from the pilgrimage as well, having seen so many temples and different places. We would like to hear from you as well, but maybe today is working day. Maybe we would like to hear on Saturday with relaxedly.
Yes, Prabhuji.